So, in this collective reading, I'm going to be talking to the Twin Flame Collective. And here we will talk about how the divine feminines and masculines who are in the ascension journey, they are working on their relationship with their partner, how they can improve it, how they can make it better. And because here I'm also being shown that whosoever I'm talking to right now, you guys have done substantial amount of inner work already, and some of you have seen results in the 3D. So yeah, it's great to work in 5D, and 5D is very very important, but the practice happens in 3D. So you learn a lot of stuff, you do a lot of theoretical work, you resonate with things, and then some situation will happen in the 3D reality, and that's where your test is going to happen. How much you have learned, how much you've done, how much you've understood. Without practice, you cannot do anything. That's why in therapies also, when people do 3 months therapy or a bit longer, I tell them that at least minimum you should give 6 months to yourself for any course to work. The interesting thing about twin flames is what makes them different is their power to forgive. Because without forgiveness, no long term relationship can work. Any long term relationship, the success behind any long term relationship depends on how much both people can forgive each other, because nobody is perfect. And if you want to be happy, then you must forgive, because when you forgive, then you let go of the obstruction. When people are withholding love, because when you are withholding love, you're going to act in certain ways, you're going to act angrily, or you're going to act upset. You can take many steps, many harmonious steps, but you'll not take it because you're upset, because you are hurt about what your partner has done. Now, today I'm also going to talk about embracing negative emotions. What we are being told in this collective is that we must learn to embrace negative emotions, because when we suppress emotions or when we fear the negative emotions or negative feelings, we have fears also, okay, but we suppress the fears, then we encourage, and then you feel encouraged to love your negative thoughts, negative emotions. Or actually, you are being given encouragement to love your negative emotions as much as you love your positive emotions, because these negative emotions, they are serving as guidance. They help you to know when you're out of sync. God bless you. When you're out of sync with your true self. Whenever you're going to be out of sync with your true self, you are going to spend a lot of time or maybe some amount of time thinking about the past or thinking about the future. There is no way that you will be in the present moment, in the here and now. And in the here and now is the only place where you feel love, because a new identity exists. A new mind is working. Your old mind is attached with an old identity, with an old personality, which is going to view other people in a certain way. No matter how much pain you have, and I am here to validate your pain, whether it is reading or whether it is therapy. Anybody who tells me that they are going through a certain emotion, I do not say, oh, this is not possible. I sometimes channel their emotions, though it's not easy for me to do that, because nobody wants to go through negative emotions, but I do that. It's part of my job. It's tough, but just to know what that person is going through. And when I find out, okay, they are going through certain negative feelings, certain bad feelings about a certain person, in this case, it can be your twin flame, your partner, then there is a lot of frustration, there's a lot of anger that stays inside a person's body, which converts into disease, or it converts into financial leakage. A lot of people don't know that the financial problems in their lives are not happening because of anything else, but because of the anger and the hatred and the negativity they store inside them. The fear about money. You want to get something, you want to buy something, but you feel you cannot afford it, and there is an anger inside of you or a frustration inside of you because of that. But if you are going to love that emotion, or you're going to understand that emotion, you could reach to the reason why you feel that way. And the actual reason is in the programming. Some things that you picked on in your childhood, they are the reason why you feel a certain way about money, about relationships, about whatever, career, job. So, here the spirit guides are telling us that we must learn to identify our pain, understand our pain when we are out of sync. This pain actually comes in like a chain which has loops. Many conflicts that people go through, people see, happen because of revenge, because of anger. Someone was bullied when they were young, they were bullied for being fat, or they were bullied for being short, or they were bullied for being XYZ. And when they grow up, they also start bullying other people because they are so angry. Every time they work with other people, every time they talk to other people, every time they interact with others for some work, there there is a negativity inside them, there's a frustration inside them, and they feel it, they feel this frustration for a long time. Now whenever they're doing some work also, even when it's creative work, they are going to add that emotion into it. That's why we see a lot of creative people are also suffering, constantly suffering. They are making good music, they are making good films, they are making good stuff. It is entertaining to watch, but to make that, they have to suffer a lot, and they continue to suffer because they do not resolve the conflict. People who feel powerless, they try to gain a sense of control by making others feel powerless. In relationship also, if your partner was hurt by their parents, or he or she was hurt because of cultural programming, societal programming, schooling, bullying, whatever it was, they are going to try to hurt their partner too without even realizing it, because they have developed a certain way of living. But if you, because I'm talking to you, I am talking to the person, I'm working with the person who's listening to this. We are not concerned with the other people out there. We only are concerned with um, what content you get from others to work on, you know. So when you are getting treated badly and you approach me for therapy or for healing or for energy work, for whatever, then I have to tell you and I have to be honest with you. Either you can go for someone dishonest or someone you choose who's honest, who's going to tell you the real thing. Yes, your pain is valid. Yes, you are right over there. But what do you want to do? Do you want to sit there and continue to live this way, or do you want to shift from there? Everybody wants to shift. But to shift, you have to kill that old version of you. Yesterday, I had shared a short video which said that the most sacred war happens when your higher self is removing your shadow self or your lower self or your old self, I would like to say, your old programmed self from your own path, from your own way. Because your old self is creating all of this. Because you're so attached with that identity of your own identity, which is programmed, you're so attached with it. That identity is creating projections and perceptions and fears in your life, future based fears, that if this happens, then that will happen, and you want to stop it there and then. You want to fight against it, because there are only two modes, fight or flight. So either you're going to run away from it or you're going to fight with it, and both are futile. There's no point of doing any. So when you observe your feelings, you basically love your feelings, you try to understand your feelings, then you can forgive the other person. Yes, it's not easy, but it's not impossible. I will repeat my master's words here. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. Because when you make it possible, what you see on the other side is just pure bliss and clearing of misunderstandings. You get your answers. You and your twin flame had a fight. You and your twin flame, your person said something, did something which really hurt you. But when you resolve it, you will be stunned to see the reasons that appear after that. They may not always be the best reasons, but I would say at least 50% of it will make sense to you. And the rest 50% will also make sense to you in due course of time. So, this is going to help you to move up the emotional scale. Every time you are faced with a difficult situation, and you cannot quantum leap directly into joy, then use your negative emotion as a bridge, you know, as a bridge. Sometimes anger is a very good tool because anger wants makes you to do something different. When you are depressed, when you are in despair, when you are in other low frequency feelings, guilt and shame, then there is a lot of powerlessness. But some people actually do really well, they operate really well through anger. And how you do that, you feel angry, okay? You can feel angry, then you acknowledge your anger. When you acknowledge your anger, it will allow you to move towards the softer and the more empowered thoughts. And the more empowered and soft you are dealing with certain negative emotion, the better solutions you will get, and it will be easier for you to let go. And you will see the other side. You will be shocked to see the other side. You probably hate someone so much. You dislike someone, you hate someone, and I got no reason to convince you to not do that or to do that or whatever. It's up to you. You want to utilize this information, please go ahead and do it. If you don't want to do it, up to you. Okay? So you will get to know the reasons why people do what they do, and it will not affect you because you're so full of love. When you're so full of love and you have decided and you have made up your mind to stay in the higher frequency, to stay in the present moment, and this you can only do by practice. So when you practice all the time, you are practicing. Every time you forget, you bring yourself back to it. Every time you are lost, you bring yourself back to it. You say, no, no matter what thought I get, no matter how negative it is, no matter how irritating it is, no matter how annoying it is, that kind of anger also helps here, that I will not go anywhere else, but I'll stay in the here and now, because in the here and now it's perfectly fine. Everything is fine in the here and now. That identity in the past is already dead. Okay, so when you want to stay here in the present moment, then you will suddenly be filled with love, and the kind of love and the joy you experience in that time frame is different. It is very powerful. At that time you cannot hold a grudge. It is impossible to hold a grudge. It is impossible to remain angry. It is impossible to remain upset. It is just not possible to be upset with someone, because you're gonna say that when I'm upset with someone, when I'm holding a grudge, when I'm angry with someone for no reason or for 100 reasons, whatever your reasons are, then you are the one who's suffering. You are the one who's suffering. That is the thing you need to know. You don't know what other people are going through. Okay? You don't have to know. But you know that you are suffering. And when you're suffering, you're going to be unhappy. So there's no one outside of you who's going to make you happy or unhappy. This is what you need to learn. Happiness and unhappiness, both you are giving it to yourself. Okay? So, how do you reclaim your personal power? Basically, you are reminded that other people, be it your mother, father, they are not the source of your well being or your joy or your good feelings or your true peace. It comes, this peace comes from the knowledge and from recognizing that you have a direct access, a direct connection to source energy, and by staying in the present moment, you can actually get it. By becoming relaxed, mind can tell you tons of things, and my mind was also doing the same thing. It was telling me a hell lot of things. But I decided to come back to the present moment, and I'm very, very, very grateful to God. I'm very thankful to God for giving me these reminders. I'm also pretty much human like you all, but it's practice also, daily practice, which helps. And of course, practice and all the great things we do is happening because of grace, because we are lucky. And be in the present, be in the here and now. And I was like, in the here and now, I don't want to care about these things. The mind can tell you tons and tons of things. The mind can tell you the craziest things, negative things. But if you don't listen to the mind, because see, when you listen to the mind and all the nonsense it tells you, all the negativity it gives you won't be able to sleep, you won't be able to be happy, you won't be able to relax. And you need to relax, you need to rest, you need to work, you need to be with your family, you need to do a bunch of things every day. Externally, people are going to give you content. Externally, you can blame someone for it. You can say, oh, it's this person's fault. Because of this person's actions or behavior, I am going through this and I'm suffering and I'm going through pain and all of that. Okay, but then you need to understand what's behind this person. This person is probably just the face. There's somebody, something, some energy behind this person that's running this whole racket in your mind, and you are listening to the mind. So there are things you can control, there are things you can't control. Specifically, things that you can't control in a certain given time frame or context, just let it go. Don't do anything about it. And what you can control in that time frame, you can look for solutions and you can do the best thing, the best course of action you can take. But your negative emotions can help you to guide. So the moment I was getting negative, how it helped me is I realized that I'm negative. I realized that my mind is giving me some story, something to think about, and that becomes my radar, or that becomes my point. My interest should be, how do I not feel this way, or how do I not get wrapped up by this emotion. So for all twin flames, I would like to say, you are going through certain things, you are going through negativity, but don't listen to your mind. Don't listen to your mind, because your mind is going to put you in a disaster mode. Now, how do we get through the source energy is by focusing on how we are feeling. When we completely understand, okay, this is what I am feeling. And after that, when you don't seek external approval, you release the need for others to act differently. You are not expecting your partner or your DM or your DF to behave a certain way, but they are giving you fodder. They are telling you, so say thank you to them. They are telling you that this is what is pissing you off, this is what is irritating you. So that means you have to reverse it. You don't have to feel unhappy, because you are giving power and control to someone else for your life. So when you say, okay, I don't need so and so person to make me happy, I will seek my own happiness, then you form this bond with source energy, and you can personally find your own, become your own life coach, find your personal alignment. Okay, in that moment, you can tell yourself, because sometimes you also need to tell yourself. Okay, sometimes you need to, when you are in a moment like it's really late in the night and you're feeling low, and there's no way you can talk to your coach or your mentor or your therapist. Okay, I know there are different types of therapies people do, but I do a very cool therapy which can go on for 3 months or 6 months depending on what plan you take. In that therapy, you can message me anytime, you can send a voice note anytime, you can express yourself anytime, especially when you write things down. No, it has a different impact on you. So you can write the whole thing down and you can send it to me, and when I see it, I will connect with you. I will either reply on voice note, or I can either call you also, because in this therapy we have more of audio calls, voice note exchange, message exchange, than going for a full-fledged 3-hour session. Sometimes you don't need a 3-hour session, sometimes you need guidance in the moment or in the day, within the day also, if you get it. Because currently a lot of people have not reached that point where they can instantly shift. They need some time to understand their emotion, their feelings. It takes around 24 hours to 48 hours to process what they are going through, and then there is bliss for some time, and then something new can come up. And you should not feel shy about it. You should be completely honest, without being scared, or how am I going to look like, or what my appearance is going to be. Be open about how you feel. And even if it's the 10th time you're asking about the same thing, but the 10th time there will be a different question. Every time you ask about the same emotion or the same negative memory that is haunting you, there will always be different reasons why it's haunting you. And when you analyze it from all angles and perspectives, it can then easily be released, and you can get connected to source after that, and you can be in the present effortlessly. So this is where I'm going to close the collective reading here, and I will see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and Victory to Ram.